All right. So, hi YouTube. Now I'm gonna do a reading based on my tea. This is a tea that I created myself. Okay. It's very fucking good because it helps like with connecting with the spiritual realm and helps you with like with your pH level, you know, so you could smell good. So you could taste good, and it also helps with the libido. And it also, like, let's say that you have a cold or the flu or a headache, or well, if you have like a fever or body aches and stuff like that, this will help like relax you, and yet it also gives you like energy. Okay. All right. However, I don't want to mention what the ingredients are because I want to patent it, you know. It's like I listen to my intuition, right? Whatever my spirit guides are mentioning to me of what to put in there, and that's what I do. And I'm gonna be honest, it's like my ascended masters, like, you know, I have family members that were like master magicians as well, so so I really do listen to them, right? And so like God's kingdom also, like they're a big positive influence on me, and I really listen to what they have to, whatever wisdom they provide for me, I really do it. So this is not gonna be on books. You know, it's not gonna be on YouTube. And yet you see different variations of them. But when there's like recipes that I feel like, oh, that's like something that I would like to try, I always put a touch of my own magic into it, because you want to make it personal. You don't want to do things exactly the way someone else does it, because it's not yours. It's supposed to work for certain individuals. If with high vibrations, you had to, like, you know, you had to create your own magic. You had to do your own thing. Low vibrational people just you know, raise your vibrations first. You know what I'm saying? You're not even supposed to tap into any type of magic whatsoever. All right, so what I was mentioning on TikTok is like, I feel, okay, there we go. Yeah. And I feel like there is, even underneath, there's gonna be all types of evidence, okay? All kinds of DNA that people are assuming that they're gonna find all kinds of bugs. There's no bugs in here, okay? But you know, my third eye. There's gonna be all kinds of insects, bugs, body parts, babies, fetuses, infants, toddlers, children, pregnant females, and this happened during the, I mean, this has been happening for as long we can remember, right? And that's been happening for many lifetimes, but every 1,000 years the devil, you know, is released from hell. And he's able to, like, dominate Earth for a few years. 7. And so 7 years. And so within those 7 years, he tries to, like, persuade people to do all kinds of perverted sexual activities. And so, or to be part of different evil groups, okay? Different evil assemblies, evil establishments, satanic cults, Luciferian societies, sororities, fraternities that, that really focus on gaining power over the poor. And so their main objective is money, materialistic power, mind control, right? And so they really do a lot of activity during the holy days because they want to mock God, the Holy Trinity. And so they see, I feel like bad in a sense. I feel in a sense it's like there is no pity, right? But then there is some type of like understanding, like, wow, like, can't believe you are manipulated and brainwashed to abuse children, kill pregnant females, right? And sacrifice infants, right? Fetuses and whatnot, and to do all kinds of things with it. Eating their hearts, because there's like a heart shape. Eating their hearts, drinking their blood, because I see blood. With my third eye, I could smell it also. I could smell the corpses. And I could smell the demons. I could smell hell, okay? That, like, the burning flesh, the sulfur, the rotten flesh. You would think that because it's in the water it wouldn't stink, but it does. It does, because it's like, and it's like a different smell because it's still dead, right? It's still dead, and it has all kinds of bugs, all kinds of. And they were thinking that by being like indifferent in the sea, in the ocean, in the river, in ponds, and swimming pools, and making it seem like it was an accident, they really planned shit. In some occasions they planned it, in other occasions it was like an impulsive, like, yeah, let's do this, because they're under the influence of drugs, like heavy duty drugs. In some occasions they're not even doing heavy duty drugs, they're just like smoking weed, but because they're like manipulated by evil entities, it's like they get this urges to kill or to do heinous crimes, right? To have sex with, children are innocent. They're not. There's a reason why, as a human, we go through stages, and when our bodies are, ready to be, to be intimate or whatever, there's a stage. We go through stages, right? We are, a fetus, and then a baby, and then an infant, and then a toddler, and then a child, and then the kid, and then a teenager, and then a young adult, and then an adult, and then you go through your middle age, and then you're a motherfucking senior, whatever. You get me? And so we go through stages of development where our body and our organs and starts developing in different instances, right? And in different stages for different individuals is different, right? Others go through puberty faster than others, but others are late bloomers and whatnot. But however, it's like, I feel like what this evil religious fanatics that don't realize that they're cults, they have like different contradictory perspectives about it. It's like, oh, I am this, but I don't believe in this. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's very common. Like, that's very common where Satanists or Luciferians believe that it's a different concept of belief system, but it's the same shit. If you pay attention to different religions or different beliefs, they're just calling Jesus Christ or Jehovah God a different name. The same thing goes with evil. Like, oh, it's not the devil, it's Satan. Oh, it's not the Satan, it's Lucifer. Yeah, Baphomet or whatever the fuck, right? It's like, what the fuck? Zeus or Thor or whatever the fuck, right? Everybody wants to call it different things. But, in the same token, I feel like they're trying to get rid of evidence, and yet some of them did it purposely so they could get caught. Some of them are tired of doing sacrifices or abusing children or abusing babies or killing animals, because they're gonna find animals, okay, also cats, dogs, different type of animals, not just cats and dogs, okay? Not just cats and dogs. I'm seeing squirrels. Fishes. Oh, because of the fucking those water deities, right? The elementals of water, elementals of fire, elementals of earth, elementals of air. Wow. So they're using saints, virgins, gods and goddesses that are dark, and some that are like supposed to be light, vindictive, revenge. I'm hearing those words. You're gonna see. You think you have power. They're like, someone is in competitive mode. It's like someone wants, when you say something, like say I'm saying something, right? And then I don't know why, but there's gonna be like witches or other tarot readers or others that consider themselves mediums and shit or whatever the fuck, but they're just like fake and shit. They're just like showing their nails and their fucking titties and shit like that. Anyways, and they're just repeating the same fucking bullshit. I mean, I do that sometimes we do repeat ourselves, but you could tell when it's just like when somebody's copying somebody else. Okay? That's what I'm trying to say. but it's like they try to like do research and say, oh, let me debunk her ass or something like that. Someone is trying to levitate. Okay, and this has been shown to me in my dreams. I levitate, right? I do a lot of astral traveling, and so I don't need to sleep in order to astral travel. I could do it like right now, you know what I'm saying? And we are multi-dimensional, so we're able to be in different places at the same time, different locations. You know what I'm saying? Spiritually, yeah. Physically, well, you need a fucking transportation, right? You need to fucking either take, go on a road trip, or you need a fucking cruise ship or a yacht or a scooter or a bike or a motorcycle, or you need a motherfucking airplane, a jet, you know what I'm saying, RV bus, whatever. You need some type of a minivan, a van, SUV, whatever, right? A car, right? Right? So then what happens is like we need that in the physical because we are on planet Earth. But in the spiritual sense, right, with our senses, you're able to do so much more, right? And you're able to go everywhere. It's not like, oh, you can't be here because you're gonna freeze to death. Like, really, bitch? Really? Says who? The government? Like, we could trust you? You know what I'm saying? You're killing us, for God's sake. And look, don't get me wrong. There is people on evil societies that are not, they're not all evil, or that was not their intention. They were brain fucked, okay? They were manipulated. They were brainwashed. They were bribed. They were easily tempted by the benefits of like, oh, well, if you worship Satan and you suck the cake, the cock and shit, then you're able to like, get this and this forever and ever. Bullshit. They lied to you, my friend. We love your music, but damn, I hate your persona. Your persona sucks already. Because I'm able to see the demons inside people, celebrities, and we love their music. We love to see them, in the movies and shit like that. But I'm able to smell the demons inside them. I'm able to see the demons. I'm able to feel the demons. And it's like I could taste whatever they're fucking eating and whatever they're doing. I could see it. And it's like, damn, I used to admire you, but damn, I just like your music now. But now I feel some type of way when I listen to it. So I gotta pray before I listen to their shit. And then it's like, how dare you? Like, you can't share it. Like, you have it on YouTube. So why, if I wanna like record on YouTube and go live and I'm sharing your music, I should get paid for it? Because I'm like, advertising your song. I'm promoting your song. So hello, what the fuck? What do you mean I gotta you gotta pay, or in order for you to like be allow them to, and then you have to, per motherfucking person that is in the copyright, whatever the fuck, like, really? Wow, talk about ambition, man. Talk about like you guys don't really donate shit, and if you donate, it's all about publicity. Like, ooh, let me show the world I'm not fucking killing kids and abusing them through, and fucking killing fucking pregnant ass females, and let me just like pretend that I didn't fucking cut into pieces a motherfucker and shit, or whatever the fuck. Like, damn, seriously? Social media? I ain't stupid. I mean, I really paid attention in fucking school, and I'm not a type of person that gets easily fucking like, no, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit. Like, why should I make you more wealthier? You're lucky I still listen to your fucking music, or I still watch motherfucking movies, but it's for the simple fact I am a shadow worker. So when I watch movies, I like to decode what the fucking message is from that movie, and I like to fucking analyze the different characteristics of the mind control and the sociopathy of the social fucking the problems that different individuals have mentally and physically and spiritually and just emotionally, how fucked up in the head you guys get by worshiping evil. Okay? And you guys, like, you know, I know that you feel like, oh, well, he's an archangel and he used to be in heaven, and so he's the morning star. Bitch, are you too busy wasting money, motherfucker? Wasting money on stupid shit, on stupid bitches and stupid motherfuckers that are just like, oh, you're so, I love you. They just wanna get famous like you. Who doesn't wanna get famous? You know what I'm saying? Shit, right? But what I'm trying to say, you could go through here. It's not gonna be noticeable. Anyway, so what I'm trying to say is, like, a lot of you have been lied to big time, and it's like you can never trust evil at all. And so the fucked up part is that you automatically curse yourselves. Now, a lot of you don't even want to be doing this shit no more. Some of you are doing shit to actually get caught, because it's like, okay, in a sense you feel like, okay, I'm gonna leave little clues behind, because if I go down, I want all these motherfuckers to go down, because this shit ain't right no more. This doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It never did to begin with. It never did. But it seems like they gave a big amount of money, right? But the money is not even worth it, because then you are forced to be with certain individuals. You are like, it's like they choose who you marry. It's not even love. It's not even lust. It's just because so you could look good, but you don't. You look like idiots, honestly. Like, you know, because I know a lot of you are fucking smart, but because of the choices that you guys have done, you feel stupid, and it is stupid choices. But what I want to tell you is, don't feel like it's too late. I know a lot of you have given your souls to the devil, and you feel like that's it, I'm fucked. Not really. In some cases, not really. But you have to make amends, and you really have to apologize, and you really have to, like, get the fuck out. Because they always have plans for each individual on how long. All right, this motherfucker is really motherfucking good. He's making money for all of us, so let's keep him alive a little longer. This bitch is not making that much money. Let's just, like, okay, drug overdose, or the bitch motherfucker, like, got killed by somebody else. You know what I'm saying? They already have planned all this shit already. And you know this already. You know this. A lot of celebrities have gone through this shit. Accused of fucking pedophilia? No, bitch. When you're a pedophile since the beginning stages, right? Some of you didn't even want it to be gay or bisexual or whatever the fuck, but it's like they record certain things so then it becomes, so they could use it as blackmail. Oh, they've been recording some of the sacrifices. Yeah, because I see como flashes, or, you know, someone maybe taking pictures or screenshots. Someone is recording shit. Some of them are doing secretly, and others are doing it on purpose to blackmail. So someone always watches someone. All right, so someone is trying to be smart, outsmart the next, but it's always a competition with this. evil. And it's like they're always bored. They're never satisfied. They're never satisfied. They're never satisfied. And so, you know, they start killing all kinds of like, some of them enjoy it, like they really motherfucking enjoy it, and others don't. You know what I'm saying? Others, like, they get disgusted, and they feel like they start doing all types of drugs because they want to escape reality. Like, damn, I wanted to be famous, but I didn't want to go that far. Or I thought that they mentioned that, you know, this is a fucking archangel or like, you know, what, a morning star. How could this be? You know what I'm saying? Like, they're starting noticing, like, but you know what? They get intoxicated more and more. It's like people, like, they're like on purposely giving them drugs. So to fuck up their brain cells, yeah. Okay, some of them get headaches, like migraines. And so there's gonna be, okay, different, in some incidents, it's gonna be like around bushes, around like earth or deserted areas, green areas, like where there's a lot of grass, a lot of plants, forest areas, abandoned houses, by wood logs, leaves, moss. They want me to focus on this tea also. Someone's gonna leave like cigarette butts, or someone's gonna, like, I'm seeing someone do this to their cigarette. So they're like, they're thinking that they're smart, right? They were smoking a cigarette. So this is like someone that smokes a lot. Cigarette and blunts. You know how the blunts have that little fucking, like, the cigarillo that has the, you know what I'm saying? And they're doing this. And so when they're doing this, they're dumping it in whatever area they're trying to get rid of the some of them are gonna be depending on, like, well, it's gonna rain, so it's gonna get rid of the evidence, right, because of rain or whatever the fuck. But it's not gonna rain, or even if it does, they're gonna still find some type of, like, DNA, saliva or something, or blood on the cigarillo, or on the blunt, or on the fucking cigarette, whatever the fuck. There's a nasty bitch that is, like, so addicted. Like, there's a motherfucking, these are karmics that, well, this turned out to be a karmic reading, that they drink a lot, and they drink it when it's like fucking, the beer gets hot and shit, and it's like they can't afford to buy any more, and they don't notice that it has like cigarette ashes in it or something. Someone purposely put herbs in it. This is tea. This is tea, okay? They're gonna see some type of debris, but because they're so fucked up, like, in some occasions, like, if there is like a masculine, right, that is like, he knows that whoever he's fucking around with, it's like dangerous and has made threats, like, he doesn't trust the bitch, right? And so I feel like he always, like, You know, he acts like he's all fucked up and shit like that, but he always pays attention and he starts smelling and, you know, and trying to use his abilities. Like, if you're around karmics, your intuition is gonna be a little, like, it's gonna be more fucked up, more altered, because you're surrounding yourself. It's like your abilities are being taken away by the karmics. So the karmics are gonna know what you're gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Because they're stealing your gifts and your abilities and your talents and shit like that. So just giving you a heads up. There's gonna be like dead birds, because I see bird images in here. Damn, someone's gonna have like parasites in their bodies, like their gut. You know what I'm saying? Like, someone is like having difficulties, like eating disorders. Someone is eating a lot and others are not eating enough, and they might have, it's not that they have parasites. Some of them are spiritual and some of them are physical, and in other occasions it's all of the above. Your dreams, pray, because your dreams are going to reveal what your enemies are trying to do. Okay, it's a karmic mother, an ex, another ex. There's two masculines that are ex, three masculines that are exes that are working together with the maternal of the divine feminine. These are karmic masculines with whoever they're fucking with, other karmics. To give her money, that cursed money. It's like they're gonna apologize. It's a trick, okay? It's a trick. It's a trick. That's what there's. It's a trick. It's a trick. They're cursing this money. They're cursing this money, and then they're gonna try to give it to you. Like let's say they're gonna, an ex of mine is gonna apologize and say, oh my god, I haven't been able to, like, nobody compares to you and all this bullshit, right? And then it's like they're gonna make it seem like they're gonna give me information or some shit and money, right? Because they know that I know what all of them have done, and so they're afraid to go to jail. And I see money, like stacks of money. So they're gonna try to, you know, give me some type of gift or some type of financial money, but how? I'm not talking to them. So they're gonna try to show me this in my dreams. Okay. And it's gonna be money that they already did, like money spells, like for, like, try to block my finances or some shit. I see food, like meat packages, food. Yeah, this are the food already happened. They're like surprised that I'm not dead because they've been poisoning me. There was an instance where my son happened twice, And to me, it happened a few times also, where I thought I had an allergic reaction, but it was spells that they put on the food, or they put some type of poison or something that made my body, or my son's body, in my daughter, it affected her in a sense for her to, like, for me and her to, like, disagree in certain occasions, right? This is, I'm talking about the past. They're putting, okay, so in my daughter, they did like spells on the food, so she could see me in a certain way, or think of me as an abuser, a child abuser, like a physical, like beating her up or something. But it's not true. Those images are not real. And she has mentioned certain things to me, like, what the hell, what are you talking about? You know, it's like she has like the bitch that calls herself my mother has implanted this on her, but not just her, other people as well, other toxic family members or whatever the fuck, have planted on her certain like lies. And this was done through the food, so she could see certain images, which she considers as memories, which are not real. So this is what's happening with other people too. It's not just other people. That's how they're manipulating them. They're like, oh, well, what God has done for you. Like, didn't you say that your parents did this? Or your brother, or your sister, or whatever the fuck. They try to compare. Like, they talk about religious people, how like they're involved in gangs or in mafia and shit like that, and how they commit crimes. But then when you're in evil societies, you commit crimes too. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? And in reality, it's like evil societies are like connected with religion. Yeah, because the religion leaders were the ones that killed God. It wasn't just fucking Jews and shit. Like, fucking pay attention to a motherfucking movie. It wasn't just fucking Jews. It was like all kinds of fucking religion leaders and fucking kings and emperors involved, and all kinds of motherfucking soldiers, and they were fucking laughing, bro. Like, really, bitch? And you're breaking the 10 commandments because God doesn't approve like churches. Nobody has built a church the way he specified in the Bible. But then you judge us, and you're secretly worshiping other gods and goddesses that are pagan, Wiccan, or Wicca, or other type of like witchcraft type of shit, right? That, but you're like trying to make it seem like you're like, it's for God. No, you're not, because you're allowing your members from church to worship virgins and saints also, which are being used in evil practices as well. So it's like, really? Or other gods and goddesses, or orishas, or whatever the fuck that. It's like, you gotta understand, like, it's like archangels, right? Archangels, they protect you, they defend you, they love you and stuff like that, but they also are going to fight evil. They also have the dark side, where they have to have a dark side, otherwise how are they going to protect you? If they're all about love, 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 how are they going to even fight evil? You get me? So the dark side of archangels, or the dark side of other entities, is being used in evil practices, but with evil purposes. Whereas when we use our dark side for our like positive purposes, we have to defend ourselves and protect ourselves. Do you feel me? All right, so let's end this. Okay, and then I'm gonna upload it, or I'm gonna share it, and then I'm gonna do a reading on the eggs, upload it, and then a reading on the crystals, and then upload it, and then a reading, like as many readings as possible. Okay, and this was binaural alpha waves, 9 hertz, pure super intelligence, concentration, focus. That is a word that I like saying a lot. All right, interesting reading. Yes. All right, so yeah, just, you know, we're gonna discover that, you know, a lot of bodies, okay, a lot of crimes will be solved, okay, but know that there is evil intentions in this, okay, and people are gonna start coming forth and give information and shit like that. Law enforcement, I could help you, okay, solve some like crimes and shit, okay, any cold cases or any type of crimes. I could give you details. I could tell you who to look for and what they look like, what they're wearing, what type of vehicles they're using and shit like that. My abilities could be, you know, you could use them, like not you could use them, but my abilities could help you solve. That's if you really want to solve crimes. I mean, for crying out loud, law enforcement should be protecting us, not allowing crimes to go unsolved just because your higher ups are involved in fucking evil practices. Now it's time to add, like, it's time to have control over world and bring balance into it, and we shouldn't be allowing all this abuse go on anymore. Okay, because spiritual people, we are powerful through God, and we will, okay, it's time to stop voting for this type of people. Stop giving them power. If they're not fighting for us and they're not protecting us, then we shouldn't be voting for nobody, Democrats or liberals or fucking Republicans. No, it's all the same. They're even fucking related. So no, it's time for us to, you know, start trusting God, and God is gonna destroy all this shit, like all this motherfucking bullshit, all this mind control, all this like evil motherfucking abuse and shit, all this crimes and shit. We don't need this shit. We don't. So we're thinking that God is gonna come like, ooh, in the fucking future. No. The apocalypse is already here. It's already here. So either take the time to rescue your souls and start connecting with God every day as many times as possible. Start fucking being celibate, be drug free and shit like that. It's worth it, believe me. Because if you're a type of bitch that you're already crying, a motherfucker that's already like, oh my God, my life is so miserable and I can't take it no more, and all this bullshit, like, you're not gonna be able to handle hell. So stop doing fucking witchcraft. Stop doing like negative shit to people. Stop hurting people. Stop being vindictive. Because believe me, can't handle losing fucking money because you start like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? Like, bitch. But yet you're doing money spells on people, like to block their finances. Or you're doing, and then it comes back to you, and then you're like, and then you get mad, like, bitch, when you do negative, it's gonna come back to you. Like whatever like we do with positive intentions, it comes back to us, but it's positive, so all we get is more blessings. Common sense, no? Like I mean, I know, I get it. You know, dealing with so many demons, it makes you a little stupid, okay? Or a lot stupider, right? Or stupid as stupidest, right? But I'm just saying, like, shit, don't you want to be smart? Because being low vibrational, you'll never, ever, can ever, like, become smart. Like, you're not. Because your actions are already proving that you're stupid. Because evil always competes with each other. They always kill each other. That's just a fact. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, don't compete with a spiritual person that is chosen. Or don't compete with a spiritual person, period. Not all spiritual people are chosen, right? But spiritual people are special. Chosen people are special. Karmics, you could be special, but you need to transform, bitch, because motherfuckers, you're doing too much. Alright, so I'm gonna upload this shit. Like, comment, subscribe, okay, and follow me on Bella Luna Mystical Goddess all over social media. Don't lurk, cooperate, and God will send you blessings. If you just watch and without sharing, then you get cursed, because God wants us to share these messages, okay? And this is not a threat. It's just the law of attraction, right? What you give is given to you. If I'm saying you're gonna be blessed eternally by sharing, commenting, and subscribing, it's real. God will. God doesn't fucking lie. But if you still don't do that, even though you heard me saying it, right? Then what do you think? God is gonna be listening to your prayers, or do you think you're gonna attract like is that positive outcomes? No, you're just gonna be attracting more chaos, more problems, because it's like it doesn't take much to just subscribe. It's free to share. It's free to comment. It's just like we're not asking for much. All right.